God, you were never late.
Well, hello and welcome to SoulFire Fridays. I've been looking forward to today. I missed last week, so this is kind of like me making up. And I'm really glad to be on here to just share some encouragement with you. I'm just about bringing the conversation of the month of May to an end. And I've basically been revolving the topics and the writings and everything that I've been sharing around this one phrase. You've got this. But today I just wanted to do something slightly different and share encouragement with somebody who does not feel like they've got this. Someone who's had to change their entire business model, somebody who has had to fire some people because they cannot sustainably continue to run their business because everything's different now, everything's changed, the whole landscape is different. I just wanted to share some encouragement also with somebody who feels kind of like a fish out of water. There's some good things out of the changes that have come with, the world as it stands today. But there's a whole lot of other things that have just left you feeling confused about the next step. The person who's trying to figure out how to provide for their family, the person who's trying to figure out how to generate income, the person who's even facing an entire career change that is completely unexpected, and they had no idea that they would have to be thinking on those lines at this point in their lives. When we look back at 2020, some of you had put together vision boards and the plan was looking like whatever it was that you listed on your paper or on your phone, wherever you wrote that plan, whatever it is that you put your vision board. And now 2020 just feels like a bad subscription that you want out of. And, even if you're celebrating your birthday, you're like, if this year doesn't count, I'll continue counting my years next year, 2021. Even in this moment when it feels like everything has completely gone left when it should have been going right, when there are no answers, not enough for the questions that you have, when there are when there's no clarity, when it all just feels like it's fluid, it's going whichever way it wants, and you have absolutely no control of the boat you find yourself in. God is always in control. And the thing that continues to give me consolation, encouragement, and peace is that He knew we would all get here long before we did. So why didn't He do something about it? Well, if God doesn't prevent a situation from happening, chances are He's also trying to teach us how to have peace and how to trust Him in the middle of that situation. And that's probably easier said than done, but it is not untrue. And that's the thing that really strengthens my faith, because every time that I have chosen to look at God and chosen to stay on His word, and I'm about to share one scripture that I read this morning with you that has continued to inspire me over many different other circumstances that I found myself in, and I really want it to be an anchor for you. Every time I've looked at God and every time I've allowed Him to be the center of my focus, I find peace. The circumstance doesn't always change. Sometimes it does. But God begins to reveal to me exactly what it is that I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do it, what I'm not supposed to do, what I could pick back up, what I could let go completely of. And it's a continuous process. It's not a destination you're trying to get to, really. It's more a new mindset that you're trying to adapt into. Many times we find ourselves saying, I wish things could just go back to normal. Well, the truth is, normal is not a place. Normal is not something that you hold on to, because the one thing that is constant in this life is that there'll always be change. Okay? Normal isn't back there. Back there, whatever back there is, was simply what was familiar. Whatever God's leading you into next, that's the new normal. And it might mean that some things will look completely out of whack, or you might feel completely out of whack, and some things are just not going to add up. But it doesn't mean that God has changed. God doesn't change. And that's the other thing that really encourages my spirit. And I just wanted to leave you with that. God doesn't change. God is not unaware. God is not confused. God is not lost. God is not in a situation where He doesn't know what to do. He does. But for this thing to begin to unravel and to become a reality for you, it's going to require one thing: that your faith is rebuilt to a place where God is your focus, and you do not get distracted by what's happening around you, and to begin to grow in your faith in trusting that God will provide for your needs, provide for your kids, will help you to figure out what parameters within which your business is going to work. God is going to show you what direction you need to take. God is going to begin to reveal to you what steps are for you. There are different people adapting in different ways, and they're doing different things to kind of cope or to kind of get into this new reality. Not everything that everyone is doing is for you. God will begin to show you what's for you, so that you're doing it not just in a way that you can, but also out of a place of rest. Reducing the anxiety, reducing the fear. In fact, removing the anxiety and the fear, because it is being replaced by a confidence that comes from knowing that God is on the throne. So I want to leave you with this scripture before I wind down today's video. And I pray, I really do pray that it encourages, uplifts, and strengthens your faith. Have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, God, you were never late. I will trust you in this moment, even if you make me wait. Yeah, yeah. God, you were never late. I will trust you in this moment, even if you make me wait.